Oh, I don't know whether it's going live or not. Let's be alone together. Oh, there we go. It's live. It's live. Okay. I think, though I don't see it popping up in my. Oh, there it is. Let's just see if I'm live. Okay, that's good. All right then. I'm trying this a different way. So I'm doing this from my tablet rather than from my phone or anything like that. So yeah. Hello, Reese. So yeah, this is probably the last live stream I'm going to do before Christmas. And speaking of Christmas, basically there's a few things I'm going to talk about in terms of plans for videos that are going to be Christmassy themed or whatever, and stuff that is cancelled due to various reasons, which I'll get into in a minute. But on this channel on Christmas Day, pretty much it's going to be bang on midnight or just after, probably, by the time I get things set up. I will be unwrapping my presents live, doing a live stream doing that just after midnight. And but on my other channel, on 6 Sec Reviews, other stuff will also be a recording of it and a proper video of it, which will be in better quality and most likely better lighting as well. So, you know, if you missed the live stream on that, then I'll put the link in the description for that one when I do that, because, you know, you might as well watch the better quality version. But yeah, hats up with the okay, things just popped in up here. Yep, bloody quickly. Yay. So yeah, B&M sets, I'll quickly talk about, they've come back in, obviously held back due to COVID, and it would be literally 2 days after I got my Cohill School set that my B&M got them in. They might have even got them in the same day I actually did the review, so I ended up buying another one. So by Christmas I'll have 5 of them total. So should I have waited? Probably, but at the end of the day, you know, I didn't want to risk not getting it for Christmas, because my mum wanted to get it for Christmas and one for my brother as well. So that's it, that's that. Knick-knack, paddywhack. So since I am on my tablets, let's take advantage, shall we? So something that was announced today was this Doctor Who Horror Fang Rock. Now, I do quite like the look of this one, mainly the artwork on it, but something, you know, I'd rather it have been the actual soundtrack rather than just the story in audio form. Like, it's different if it's, you know, a missing episode, that's kind of different in that sense, but, you know, we're not getting very many classic series soundtracks actually released, like in terms of full soundtracks. We've had we've obviously had some released. I think the last one we got released was the Songmakers and the Vegetation in terms of actual soundtracks. But in terms of other ones, like, these are just, you know, episodes on vinyl, which I don't really get the appeal if they're stories that already exist. Like, to be honest, I guarantee, like, this is not getting a release on CD. The only reason people are going to buy this is because it's on vinyl, and it does look really nice. That artwork is really, really nice. So I can't really, you know, blame it for that, but I'd just rather have the soundtrack to the story. Even though it says the original BBC soundtrack, it is literally just the story in audio form. So, yeah. But the vinyl itself is quite nice, you know, it's sort of clear and green splatter vinyl. which I think is meant to sort of represent the rooting creature. But yeah, it's going to be £26. Although I bet you it will go down to like 20 quid. Because it is only a double vinyl, I think. So, yeah. I mean, it's nice that we're getting a vinyl release, but at the same time, it's just like, who cares? You know, it's nice, but to be honest, you know, I might get if it goes on like 15 quid, but otherwise I won't bother, because other than it being on vinyl, I won't take a second glance at this. I honestly won't. I will just completely ignore it. I'm going to move this little icon there we go. But yeah, otherwise, I wouldn't really give it the time of day, really. And then we just got other shit being released, price reduced, bloody time lord victorious, and blah de blah de blah de blah blah. So, yeah, not really feeling it with that. I don't really know much what else to really say in terms of that, so I'll get on to the Christmas stuff, shall I? Yeah. So the plan was to do an item stone box Christmas special. And what I mean by that is, you know, the stuff's already being filmed in terms of the unboxing stuff. That was something like at the start of the year. But in terms of the sketch, I actually did properly write this one out and put a lot of effort into it, and unfortunately I won't be able to film it for a reason that I have sprained my ankle and my leg in several places, and yeah, my ankle and my foot is fucking purple. I'm not joking. Even black in some places, and it is fucking agonising. And I'm been in fucking agony for a couple of days now. And how did I do this? Well, I was carrying 6 litres of Pepsi, 2 3-litre bottles, back from B&M, walking back to the car, and I slipped down a ramp. Yeah, I slipped over, fell down, I then stood up, then realised, oh shit, I am in fucking pain, then immediately fell down again. So, yeah, good on me, isn't it? Good on me, giving myself bloody agony just before Christmas. Oh. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to film that, because literally I cannot walk. I can't walk. I can limp for a bit, but that's about it, to be honest. Like, it literally takes me about 10 minutes to get downstairs. So, yeah. That's not happening, unfortunately. Something I'm still on the fence about doing is the Six Seg Adventures Christmas special audio drama. This year I planned it to be a trilogy, actually. I planned it to be a trilogy. But the names of the stories were... The first story was going to be called Death at Diggerland, which was going to be a 2-parter. And then there was going to be another story that was going to be possibly on New Year's. But I'm still debating on that one, on those ones. It just depends. If I do get the time, I will try and get them out if I can. But if not, then who knows? I might save them for later. To be honest, like, my Christmas specials, if you call it that, aren't really Christmassy at all. In fact, quite the opposite. When I ever do Christmas specials, I don't do them the normal way. I basically, sometimes I try and take a concept that seems, you know, fluffy and light, or, you know, something stupid and ludicrous, and then make it as dark and as cynical as possible. Like last year I did Blood of the Teletubbies. You know, take something nice and childish and friendly, and then just have them kill a load of people. For fun. Yay. But, yeah, I don't know, let's see. Black Friday was a bit of a disappointment, though. Yeah, not even Big Finish had a good Black Friday sale. They normally have a good Black Friday sale, but this year they just couldn't. Nowhere seemed to have nowhere seemed to have a really good Black Friday sale. And the ironic thing is that things were actually cheaper after Black Friday on a lot of things now. So yeah, this live stream is probably going to be a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. I can see, obviously, in the corner that 0 people are watching. I probably chose an inconvenient time for it as well. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'm doing this more out of boredom and a distraction than anything else until the painkillers kick in. So, yeah. Not much else to say. Not much else to say. And I know someone's going to ask us, yes, I will do a reaction video or a thoughts on watching video, whatever you want to call it, to the New Year's special. God, I am bloody dreading it. I'll tell you what special I am looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the BBC Ghosts Christmas special, which is on the 23rd. Yeah, if you like Horrible Histories, then you'll like BBC Ghosts, because it has the same cast as Horrible Histories, and also a lot of people who were involved with that actually were involved with their Ghosts. It's on iPlayer, where you can watch Series 1 and Series 2, which are out now, so I'd recommend you go watch that, to be honest. It's a lot better, it's a lot funnier as well. Yeah. I don't know. But, I see 2 people are now watching. So, yeah, so, to those 2 people who are now watching, you just missed the story of how I am now bloody bruised to hell. I'm actually good. God, those comics pop up far too bloody quickly. I'm going to have to open it in the app. Here we go. Doctor in the Christmas Livestream. Yeah. Yeah, for those who missed it, I will be live streaming on Christmas Day when I unwrap my presents. Which will be just after midnight, because just like a little kid, in fact, actually more than a little kid, I get more excited than little kids do at Christmas. I'm not even joking. I get so bloody excited on Christmas Day. So I can't actually wait to unwrap my presents. I have to open them straight away. So yeah, I will be live streaming that. If you missed the live stream, it will obviously go up on my channel, but I'll also put a link, because on my second channel, 6 Tech Reviews of the Stuff, will actually be the actual footage, which will be in 4K. So yeah, if you miss the live stream, then watch the recorded version, because it'll look better. But yeah, hopefully, because plus in a live stream everything can go bloody wrong. It normally does. It normally goes bloody dropouts and all kinds of stuff. So yeah. Oh, and also more bad news. My mini hi-fi, the cassette mechanism for my mini hi-fi I have at home is bloody broke. So I'm looking for a new one. I've been looking for a new one all day. And yeah, here we go. Shall we have a look for some Doctor Who rip-offs? Let's have a look for some Doctor Who rip-offs. Oh, you can see I've been having a look. Let's just look for some Doctor Who stuff on eBay and find some rip-offs, as we normally can immediately. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, that Cool Hill School set, there's a rip-off. To be honest, that's not too bad. Ooh, 13th Doctor TARDIS. That's actually, that's not a bad price. Where's that from? Argos. Now, if it wasn't for that delivery, that would be a good price. But, to be honest, it's just like, a lot of it. Because, to be honest, the 13th Doctor TARDIS is probably one of the few pieces of 13th Doctor merchandise that I like. Actually, it's probably the only piece of 13th Doctor merchandise that I like. Yeah. Everything else can just kind of go. Oh god, bloody pop vinyls. God, I hate pop vinyls. £25 for the Monster Polygon. That's like, God, these are bloody more like bargains, aren't they? £25 for that. That is actually a good price, considering you can't get in the shops anymore. Most B&Ms have kind of sold out, and you're paying a £5 or more, and it's free postage. Fucking hell, that's good. That is a good price. A Warg Up to Sonic Loose. I'll put that on my watch list, actually. Got to always do with another one of them. Always do with another one of them. I know. Let's go for the most ludicrous What the fuck? Oh, that's for a complete collection, okay. £6,000. Nah. £6,000. But they're all new series figures. They're all new series. Okay, Time Crash, admittedly, that is worth a bit more, because that is, that's the UK version. You can tell because it doesn't have the Trump card. But, yeah. Yeah, ooh, wrong button. But yeah, £6,000. A bloody collection. Collection only, God. £6,000? Like, to be honest, that collection, probably worth about 1,000. Probably worth about 1,000, I'd say. Because realize most of the figures in that are new series ones, but a lot of them are ones that no one really gives a shit about. It's just, Jesus Christ. 2,500. The 11 Doctor set, super rare. Are you joking? This thing was common as fuck back in the day. Like, literally, I remember. I think it was Phoenix had it reduced to like a £5 at one point. 2,500. £10 delivery for that. I mean, if you don't know, the 11 Doctors micro figure set. Wait, is that the super rare version? Like, even so, that's just fucking ridiculous. No. Let's have a look. Oh god. Silence Building Hobby Pack. 1,764. Oh, okay, so that's for a pallet of them. Even so, I mean, depends how many you get. Let's have a look. It just says job locks. How many do you get, though? Packed in 6 cartons. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 per carton. Okay. And that's still a rip-off. It's still a rip-off. Like, you'd be pushing it at 1,000. But that, nah, no way. Terry Nations, the Dalek World Annual, no, especially that is in terrible condition. That's bad. Like, seriously, for a mint condition Terry Nations Dalek World Annual, that's the second one. Something like that would go between like £30 and £50. But not £1,500. At least they didn't, make the postage ridiculously expensive. But £1,500, no. Not £1,500. Of course, there's a bloody voice interactive Dalek, which, actually, looking at that, that is yellowed. That is slightly yellowed. And, ooh, it's a bit dirty. Yeah. Yeah, you thought, you would have cleaned up for the photos, but no. Now, if that was brand new in box, £1,000 would still be expensive, but, it won't be the most ridiculous thing. Signed copy of the 12th Doctor. Okay, the Playmobil 4th Doctor. Like, I just like, some of these people just like, really, just like, why? Because, like, there's being high, but then there's just like, do you really think they're going to say, these are interesting? I'll admit. They're not worth £1,000, but they are interesting, I guess. They are interesting. Not really my cup of tea. At least they are limited, but to be honest, they could be worth £1,000. I don't know. I honestly don't know. The One Company Sonics. I actually have all of the One Company Sonics, apart from the, I think it was something Plastic limited edition one. Of the 11th Doctor one, I never got the limited edition version of that one, which I never got because I think it was like double the pricing. It was only because it was like, I think it was gold plated or silver plated, something along those lines. Yeah. I'm just going to answer some questions in the chat. So, the Monster of Monsters says, Doctor Rip-Offs 1, Product Enterprise Imperial Dark Milton Box, £200 plus, yeah. I mean, the Imperial Dalek Product Enterprise Dalek is rarer because it was an exclusive. It was an online exclusive, which, back in the day, I guess online exclusive? I mean, it's common nowadays, but back then in the early 2000s, something online exclusive, was less common, mainly because, less people were online even then. Blah, 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 blah. I saw third class monster. Alpha Building, how's it going? Okay, not brilliantly. For those who missed the story before, I had a bit of an accident the other day. I fell on my way walking back through a car park, carrying 6 litres of Pepsi, because I slipped down a ramp, fell down twice, and have sprained my ankle and leg in several places, and now I'm bloody purple. Which means, unfortunately, I can't do my Dr. Writing Sunbox Christmas special sketch anymore because I can't walk on it. I can barely limp. But yeah, unfortunately, that's cancelled. Other than that, everything's going fine. Prepares for Christmas. As I said, I will be doing a live stream of unwrapping my presents literally after midnight. I am really excited for Christmas, and yeah. And actually, literally the other day, I finally managed to get my mum a Christmas present because, God, I don't know why. I don't know if this is the same for other people, but for some reason my mum is always the bloody hardest person to ever get a present for. Because she doesn't know what she does want. But she does know what she doesn't want. She gives me lists of things she doesn't want, but will not accept money as a gift, and wants it to be a surprise, but, just like, she wants it to be something she'll actually want. The thing I actually got her in the end, I got her a hairdryer and some CDs. So, yeah. Jake Clark. What are your thoughts on the B&M sex range? This year's B&M range, I'm actually really, really happy with, actually. I am really happy with the range. However, Aldebar, please, Aldebar, step back a bit, okay? Because I actually, if you follow me on Twitter, I actually made a post on Twitter saying that Aldebar is basically the John Nathan Turner of character options. To be honest, that is my opinion of Aldebar. He is the John Nathan Turner of character options. Like, he has done really good things with the Doctor Who line, but sometimes, you know, he can't help but literally just like... Stephen Moffat had the same problem. I mean, I would call Stephen Moffat the John Nathan Turner of the new series. But, you know, sometimes like he kind of puts himself a bit too much in it, and sometimes he just like needs to be reeled back a bit, I'd say. But yeah, just like, for example, you know, don't make changes or variants just for the sake of making variants. It's fine if you're making a variant that actually exists, but if you're just making shit up just because you don't want it to be exactly the same as the previous release, don't. Okay, don't, because that really fucking annoys people. The Monsters and Monsters, I mean, 6-inch Imperial, that is expensive, like. Sorry to hear that. Hope you're feeling better soon. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I just need to lay off it for a few weeks. To be honest, it is lucky that that happened now, because to be honest, I won't be going out much anyway, because, you know, it's literally just before Christmas and COVID and shit, so meh. Luckily, you know, I'm happy. I'll probably watch Jim Carrey's version of The Grinch, either today or tomorrow, or something like that. Yeah, because I've got the 4K Blu-ray of that, and it'd be nice to see that. I know people have their mixed opinions of it, but to be honest, it's Jim Carrey. Anything with Jim Carrey in it always raises it. I mean, I watched the Sonic movie at 4 o'clock in the morning. Again. Yeah, which is oddly my favourite movie this year. Because this year has not been good for films. Most of them have been pushed back. Or the ones that have been released have been shite. But yeah. Monsters and Monsters message retracted. Okay. How many Core Hill school sets do you have now? Well, that's actually awkward question. I now own 3, because my B&M actually did get them in literally 2 days after I did the review. So I picked up another one. So I've got 3 in total. However, I am getting another 2 for Christmas off my mum, so I'll have 5 in total, which will be enough for me. Because I do like to army build. And even though I know the Imperial will get a re-release again in the History of the Dalek set, whatever it'll be. But, you know, it's always nice to have a bit of an army with them for now. And I always like to keep one sealed anyway. But yeah. Just as a word of advice, be careful of the plungers, because, yeah, they do feel like they could break pretty easily. They are made of a very thin, rubbery plastic, so yeah, I don't know why they're so thin and shorter. I don't know why they are, but that's just the way they were originally moulded, which is really weird. They're slightly shorter and they're slightly thinner than a regular Dalek plunger, which they really shouldn't be. I don't know why that is. I mean, the sculpt is correct. The sculpt is correct. Nothing wrong with the sculpt. But, you know, it just needs to be the same length and thickness as a regular Dalek plunger. Which is just... I've just always found that weird. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully, soon, yeah. I thought there was another comment there for a second. I thought there was another comment. Or am I just seeing things? Or am I just going completely balmy? Possibly all 3! Hooray! Okay. $7.99 for BG, 4th Doctor, so... so this is the Nick Robato replica. Wait a minute. I know Volkswagen 07 was selling his CT replica. Someone actually about Volkswagen 07, he seems to have completely gone off Doctor Who. For example, he didn't pick up, as far as I'm aware, and he didn't review any of the B&M sets this year. In fact, the last... or did he? Oh wait, yes he did. I think he did the one that no one really cared about, the Companions of the 13th Doctor set. Which is just, literally, there's just bloody piles of them in my B&M. They literally can't bloody shift them. So yeah, all of the 3-packs now have actually gone on sale. So if you want any of the B&M 3-packs from this year, they're all $12.99 at the minute, which is a really good price. The Dalek sets and TARDIS sets aren't; they're still full price, which is a clear indicator of what is selling, what people want to say. Okay, Daleks and TARDIS sets, they're selling. Keep them at that price. The 3-packs, they not many people are buying them. Will I pick up any more? Nah, I'm not really interested in buying multiple ones of them. Yeah. Obviously, if the Dalek sets go down in price, then I'll probably pick up another one of History of the Dalek sets, 4 or 3, whatever one is on sale. And if the 5th Doctor Visitation TARDIS goes down in price to $12.99, I might pick up another one of them. But otherwise, yeah, pretty much done with B&M sets for this year. And to be honest, it won't be long to wait for some more, because we will most likely get revised sets in February/March next year, which will mean we'll probably get, another TARDIS. I'm willing to bet it's probably going to be a 1st Doctor TARDIS. The only reason that is because it'll be very simple for them to do. Otherwise, well, maybe a 3rd or 4th Doctor variant, I don't know. And we might get history. They might just go straight History of the Daleks sets 5 and 6, and then just get the 60s gone and over with, because I don't think we're going to get the mutant scoop. I sincerely doubt it. And since, the ones that come in February/March are normally just repaints, then yeah, they could easily just do them, and then, when we get to August time, they release the proper sets, which we can go jumping into the 70s. Which, I'll be looking forward to when we get 70s Daleks. I'm hoping with Day of the Daleks, they fix the mesh on the Supreme and make it gold. And they actually do a gunmetal grey Renegade. Well, gunmetal grey Dalek. I was about to say Renegade, but it's technically not. So, yeah, what the hell? Bloody hell. Australia. The thing is, though, this is only rare because it's literally the box itself that is rare. Nothing about this is rare. Like, literally, this is just series 1 to 6. 1 to 6, which is really weird. On DVD. And then an 11th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver. And it's just literally just thrown in there. Literally nothing about that is rare. And even if I don't know if the Doctor Who Series 1 to 6 DVDs are... I think that, as far as I'm aware, they're still in print in Australia. Unlike America, where they go in and out of print all the time. But even if they weren't, if you live in Australia, you can, pick up the UK DVDs. Or Blu-rays, to be honest. Just, if you're living... Anywhere you live in the world, just get the Doctor Who Blu-rays, because if you're looking to import, if you live in another country, because all of the Doctor Who Blu-rays are region-free. So, which makes importing much, much easier and much, much nicer. Now, if you're like me, I rip all of my Blu-rays, DVDs, 4Ks, etc. So, for me, it doesn't really matter. But, if you live in a territory where region coding is different from what you're wanting, Which is just like, how the hell is region coding still existing? So yeah, ooh, £600. £600 for the 3 Big Finish editions. Now, no, no, I got mine, but I paid the retail price, and my God, I was lucky to get them. Because by the time Big Finish posted about it on their social media, they'd already sold out. The only reason I knew is because I literally just kept going to the Big Finish site every day, and randomly, when I went, just like, oh God, they're there. Yeah. Look at that, that's cheaper. Look at that is cheaper. And that's Canadian. That's Series 1 December Blu-ray, and the One Company original release of the 11th Doctor Sonic. But that's still fucking overpriced. Ugh. Oh dear. First Doctor TARDIS set. Yeah. It would be nice if they do, get a re-release of that. But have it from the first Doctor episode rather than the pilot, so basically don't have the white window frame of a blue one. Arthur Building says, hey, 6-Sec Attack on Titan is the best show ever made. You should definitely watch it. Not really my thing. Kyan. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I'm thinking the next TARDIS will be a revised version of the Troughton or Hartnell Troughton version on the right side phone panel. I doubt there'll be another Troughton one. I have a feeling there'll be a First Doctor one just because it is literally the same box. Whether they'll have it with the stacked roof or, the flat roof. Don't know, depends if they're wanting to call it a Season 3 one or a Season 1 and 2 one. Just depends. So, what the fuck? Is that made out of bloody cat? No, it is made out of wood. But even so, that is shit. It's basically just bloody flat wood panels with the TARDIS printed on it. £500. I mean, to be honest, at the same time though, like, I know wood like that is expensive, but it's not, still though, £500, no, like, something like that, that's about maybe £250 worth of wood, and then that printed on, just like, no. Oh, the Daleks Master Plan vinyl. I'm assuming that's the Amazon exclusive. Because if not, then that's bloody stupid. Message me. Oh, God. Why does it say that? I don't know. And is that opened? God, it looks like... Because it's not on the cellophane. Because the regular version you can still get, and the Amazon exclusive one you can find for not much more than its retail price. I actually got the Amazon exclusive for less than retail price, because I got it on eBay of someone who got it on a sale, and it was dead cheap. Well, it wasn't incredibly cheap. I think I paid like £60 for mine or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, I've got, meh. To be honest, I bought it more for the artwork and the fact it was on vinyl. And I like the look of it more than anything else. They do look nice though. They are nice splatter vinyl, which is probably my favourite type of vinyl. Let's have a look. Oh yes. But why do they call it Season? I guess in brackets. Yes, the Series 9 Steelbook. I actually own this. That's opened as well. It's not even brand new. £450, just like... No. The thing is though, Series 9 is probably going to get a Steelbook re-release. Yeah. I literally, just like, we're going to get to that point where we'll get Steelbook re-releases. Except the artwork will most likely be different from its original release, so, yeah. But, I don't know, just like, the reason I don't think that one sold as well is just because it was Series 9, which wasn't that popular. And it's just like, yeah. Because, to me, the Steelbooks, like, if I miss out on a Steelbook, then I just buy the regular version. I will not go out my way to pay, a fortune just for that. It's like someone was saying to me, how can I get, I think it was season 19, for cheap because it's so expensive on eBay, and I said, well, you could buy the American version, for around £40, basically its retail price. And they went, no, I don't want the American version. Don't want the American version. It's just like, you want it more for that packaging. Which is nice, but the thing is, like, if I couldn't get the season box set or whatever season, and I missed out on it, then I would buy the American release because it has the same content, apart from one special feature on season 12, which isn't even a good one, actually. But, just buy the American release, and then wait for them to possibly reissue it, because they will reissue them all at some point. I imagine, once they've all been released, then they'll probably reissue them in, regular Blu-ray packaging, like they do with the US releases. I imagine it'll all just be like that. Perhaps, I don't know. Because the thing is, if you put limited edition on something, then it will sell out faster. It will sell out a lot faster, and you'll make more sales. Because the thing is, it's a lot harder to convince people to rebuy, something for the billionth time. Just like, hey, buy all the Doctor Who stories on VHS. Now buy the remastered versions on VHS. Now buy the DVDs. Now buy the special edition DVDs. Now buy the Blu-ray box set. So they had to do something to, more encourage people to get them, shoving as many special features as you possibly could, also having as many different versions of the same story on there, and also having really nice packaging. Which, yeah, it worked. Of course it worked. I mean, we'll buy them all again. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, the Blu-ray box sets are the definitive version. I mean, there's no arguments really to have. They are the definitive version. They're in the best quality in that. They've had the picture quality, everything's remastered, audio's great, all the special features. I mean, you could argue saying, oh, well, I prefer the art one on this one. In terms of the watching experience, yeah, the Blu-rays are the definitive way. Anyway, let's get back to see what's in the comments. James Sutton, have you ever considered releasing merchandise? And I'm not going to say I call it merchandise, not merch, because to be honest, it sounds really cringy to me just hearing the word merch. Buy my merch, buy my merch. No, I'm not releasing merchandise. The only merchandise I've ever released is a DVD of Series 1 of 6 Second Adventures, and that's pretty much it. And that was I only made 5 of them, and they're all gone now. So, because no one bought them. Only two. I think 3 people bought them. I gave 1 to my granny, and I think I gave 1 to my other grandparents. So yeah. So no, I'm not going to do merchandise. Not going to do merchandise. I mean, what would I do? It's just bloody pointless, really, because I don't like slapping a logo or something on a t-shirt or something like that, because really, I've never bought a YouTuber t-shirt in my life. Because for one, I hate t-shirts. I like proper shirts from Primark because I'm a cheapskate. Well, there are some ones I like. I wear checker. I'm one of those people who wears a load of checkered shirts. Oh, I go on tangents a lot. So I'll get back to the comments. Actually, I'll read these one. I bought one for a friend as a gift. T-shirts will be cool. Maybe a Mind Drop T-shirt. Nah. If you're talking about my albums that I've released, I did actually release all my albums, actually, and my greatest hits, actually all available on cassette, actually. Yeah, if you go on the Facebook Marketplace, you can actually find them on there. So I did technically release them on cassette. Actually, speaking of which, if you remember my competition for the Tomb of the Cybermen restored edition of the cassette that I made a competition for, yeah, no one won. Because there was one entry and it was disqualified. Because it was shockingly bad. Shockingly bad. Because literally someone had taken the cover of the book for the invasion and literally just plonked it on there and then just called it a day, and just like, it was unbelievably half-arsed. So I couldn't accept that as an entry, and there was no one else who entered, so yeah, no one won that. So yeah, no, which is soon, because I was going to do some of them and send them out, but yeah, unfortunately, no dice. Which is a shame, because I was looking forward to doing this, because I do love making my own cassettes. I do like making them, because it's just something fun to do, to be honest. It's just something fun to do. I think that's the reason I like cassettes and vinyl more. Just like, it makes you more immersive. It's just like, you can't just listen to it. It's just like, it's more physical, more tangible. Plus, also with vinyl, it's entertaining to watch it go, ooh, spinny round. Yes, it sounds like I'm a toddler when I'm saying that, but my god. I don't know, it's just, at basic level, it's like, ooh, it spins. But yeah, sorry, I'll go back up. Arthur Billing says, do you remember me from your other live streams? Yes, I do. I recognise a few people on here. It's normally the icon I remember more than anything else. Our eyes can. Did you see the 1971 Kellogg's Sugar Snacks cutout of Bessie on eBay last week? Someone paid 250 quid for it. Lovely 4-inch mold. No, I did not see that, unfortunately. I did not. Maybe Tommy Wiseau impression. I got one for Jim Sutton. What should I search to find the Great Six on Facebook Marketplace? Good question. I'll actually have a look myself. Because I could just pop the link there. I could just pop the link there. I just realised I never listed greatest shits, but I have made a cassette of it. Share listing, copy link, and we'll put it in the chat. There we go. A link to my marketplace on Facebook. And why did I list it on there? Because it was free. Because I'm not paying bloody eBay fees to list that. I don't know if they'd let me anyway. I don't know if they'd let me. So, yeah. Christmas is upon us, children. Or adults, or however old you are. I don't know. I don't know. This year's been a bit of a funny year. Hopefully, next year, by April next year, by the sounds of it, things will get back to semi-normal. Excuse me. At least I am hoping that things will get semi-normal next year by April. That's what the government's saying, though I take everything they say with 50 grams of salt. Because, they said, I remember they said initially, oh yeah, lockdown will only last 3 months and then everything will go back to normal. Yeah, that fucking happened, didn't it? But, yeah. No dice, unfortunately, no dice. Yeah. Also, actually, in terms of Doctor Who fan, of a collector anyway, I'm a bit weird that the fact that I actually, most of my collection is in storage most of the time. Most of it isn't out, and the reason is I simply don't have the room. For example, something I did this year, because I literally just didn't have the room for them anymore, is a couple of months ago, all of my Doctor Who Classic Series DVDs went in the loft. I literally put them all in a storage box and they're now in the loft, because I literally don't have the space for them anymore. I've got them all ripped on an external hard drive, so I can still watch them at any time I want. But yeah, they're all in the loft now, because I just didn't have the space, because I needed room for my massive toolbox, and unfortunately they were taking up space, and I needed some, the DVD racks they were on could be used for other things. So unfortunately they went in the loft. All of this year's B&M sets and that are in storage, apart from a few, but pretty much most of mine I'll just put in the storage, just because, unlike some collectors, I just don't have the room. And the reason is a lot of them you see on YouTube, collectors, generally, there'll be one of two types. There'll be ones who don't have as big of a collection as I do, but the ones who do normally have a collection as big as I have also normally moved out of their parents' house. But I obviously clearly haven't. So, yeah, I'm a bit of a weird one. I have a collection, that is a big collection, but in a very small amount of space. And also the problem is that I found that a lot of Doctor Who collectors, Doctor Who stuff is like the only thing that they collect, or the only thing that they majorly collect. And for me, like, Doctor Who stuff is not the only thing I actually collect. For one, as I said before, I collect vinyl records. I try every album that is released that I want to get. I always get the vinyl of it, if there is a one, and if there's a cassette available of it, I will buy the cassette. And I'll also buy multiple bloody versions of the same album multiple times, again and again, if there's multiple versions, because, I love giving companies all of my money. Doctor Who is the biggest thing I collect. It's the most expensive, it's the most amount of money I spend on things. It's not the most expensive thing I bought. Yeah. Let's see if there's any more comics, actually. What I might do, actually, since I'm actually sitting on my bunk bed, I might give you a quick glance at my room, since I'm actually doing this on my tablet for once. I saw you on Twitter. You got a haircut for your job interview. How did it go? Yeah, unfortunately that job interview, that was actually for Curry's PC World, and yeah, things could not go well, because it was just before we got the announcement of, hey, we're going into a second lockdown in England. So yeah, fuck getting jobs. You ain't getting no jobs. So unfortunately that was not the case. So I missed out on that. and something else. Yeah, but that was actually a while ago. That was like back in, what was it, October? Must have been October time, I'm guessing, or the very beginning of November. But yeah, my hair's actually grown back a bit, and my beard's growing back. So yeah, I don't like it when my hair's that short, and I don't like not having a beard. Maybe we should try and find some storage solutions to optimize the space efficiently as possible. Believe me, I am very good at optimizing space. I am really good at optimizing space, because a lot of the time I do rearrange things to completely optimize as much space as possible. But, you know, at the end of the day, it is limited. It is limited, the amount of space I have, and because I do have a lot of things, and I refuse to ever get rid of anything as well. I never sell anything, or, well, very rarely sell anything. Damn, that's a shame. It's frustrating how limiting lockdown can be. Yeah. Anyway, what I might do now is camera. Can I switch this camera? Can I switch the camera? Got just like okay. So my thumb is over it at the minute, but I want to be able to switch it. I want to be able to switch it. Channel category tags. Quality, save like a video file. Why can't I switch the camera to the rear? Alright, there we go. I can't use the rear, so I'm just... So yeah, there's a little look at what I normally look at from my bunk bed. So yeah, there's a look at my TV where I watch everything on and shit, and the stuff that I keep on top of my wardrobe, and all the figures that literally also go behind the TV, as well, and stuff. Yay. Happy days. Yeah, let's turn that off now. So yeah, that was a quick glance at my room. I have no idea how well or how badly that did, because it wouldn't let me switch to the rear facing camera for whatever reason. I'm rewatching Invasion of Time this week. Really enjoyed that story. I'm hoping season 15 will be the next Blu-ray box set. Tom Baker season we hope will come out next. Season 13 I hope will be next. In terms of Tom Baker seasons, I doubt it'll be the next season. The next season to come out will most likely be season 20. And the reason is because Peter Davison said last year, I think it was, he said that he was working on it. He said that on a convention late last year, so yeah, basically season 20 does seem like it's going to be next. But yeah, because they do work on these box sets simultaneously back to back. So season 20 will probably come after season 9. 8 even, 8. In fact, season 8, when the trailer dropped, is really when it was supposed to originally be released, but obviously COVID got in the way of that. So, yeah. But in terms of Tom Baker, I think they'll hold off for a bit with Tom Baker because they released season 14, you know, a few months ago. Gold Mario 21 says hi. Hello. Hello, Gold Mario 21. Yes. Are we charging? Yes, we are. Okay, good. Good. Well, we're going just about an hour now. Now, isn't that great? All hunky-dory and everything in between. Yay! So yeah, actually, something worth a mention there. Christopher Elston today, I think it was today, actually recorded, did his second day of recording on the 9th Doctor Adventures Volume 1 for Big Finish. So yeah, I don't know what story he was recording, because they might be recording them out of order. But yeah, he did his second day recording, and he's gone blonde! Yeah, Eccleston's gone blonde as well. But I have if you haven't pre-ordered the 9th Doctor Adventures from Big Finish, then I recommend you do. I've pre-ordered the vinyl. I'm not getting the CD. Now the vinyl is limited edition. I can't remember if it's limited to 1,000 or 3,000. But I have pre-ordered the vinyl, which cost me a bloody fortune. But, you know, you do get the digital copy as well with it, which is nice, but yeah. It is available. It will be available on CD as well, but again, just like, I'd rather have the vinyl. I'd rather have the vinyl just because it's nicer, and I'll actually open it, because normally when I get Big Finish CDs from Big Finish, I never bother opening them. And the reason is because I've got the digital copy. So it's just like, there's no point in opening it. Plus it means if I'm ever desperate for cash, I can, you know, sell physical copies. Hopefully that deal will never come. Hopefully. What am I leaning on? So, yeah. Big Finish. 9th Doctor. Yay. I think the first one comes out in April, if I remember rightly. There it is. There it is. Alright. I'm missing a few comments here, so let me go to the chat. What's your thoughts on the COVID vaccine? Would you take it? Yes, I will take it. Of course I'll bloody take it. Because believe me, because there are legitimately people out there who think that the COVID vaccine is a way for the government to mind control people. Never mind if that's bloody possible, which it isn't, believe me. But no, it is not possible for the COVID vaccine to mind control people. But yeah, I will take it. I will take it. Because honestly, literally just like, I'm fucking sick of this. Like, to the point where bloody Brexit is back in the news constantly now. It's just like, oh, I thought we were done with that, but no. It's just like now I think we're getting just as much Brexit bloody news as we're getting bloody COVID. It's just everything bloody on English repeat. Like, oh god, why can't it just be a nice little story where, you know, someone has just murdered some random person? I miss those days. But no, we'll have to go about bloody COVID, and then we'll get Brexit again. It's just like, ugh. Both things that everyone is bloody sick of and just wants to be over and get on with their lives. But yeah, take it. Everyone loves a Big Finish, yeah. Yep, everyone loves a Big Finish, and I'm looking forward to and that. I also pre-ordered it, and I wouldn't have probably pre-ordered it otherwise, but I did pre-order the Dalek Universe. And the only reason I did is because it was available on vinyl as a limited edition. Normally I wouldn't pre-order all of them, but since it was on vinyl, so I was like, okay. Because, like, Big Finish, they know how to get me jangle those keys in front of my face. Because, like, okay, it's available on vinyl. Okay. I actually ordered the vinyl plus CD, because for an extra £12, I think it was, or something like that, you could get vinyl plus CD. It was just like, I'm spending over £100 already, just like, okay, I'll buy the bloody vinyl and the CD. I think the delivery was like 25 fucking quid on them, but whatever. Just like at this point, don't mind spending the money because, you know, fuck, I need something to look forward to after this year. How does everyone clean up after Big Finish? How do you clean up after a big finish? Clean up? I think you misheard me. I said cheer up. But I'm not sure what you mean. Clean up after a big finish? Clean up? I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry, but I don't know what you mean. I mean, I normally listen to Big Finish while I'm walking my dog. Clean up? Don't know. How do you clean up after a big finish? I'm just a bit... Sorry, with tissues. Again, I don't know what you're on about. How do you clean up after a big finish? With tissues? Are you trying to... Sorry, but... I might be thrown out on a limb here. Are you trying to suggest I wank off to Big Finish? Because I really don't. That's just bloody weird. I don't know. I might be going completely off from what you're meaning, but... I mean, to be honest, I haven't the foggiest what you're meaning. Clean up after a big finish. What's this? eBay notification. Okay, that's great. Thank you, eBay. Yay. Oh, God. Yay. Oh, and for those who care, Doctor Who will be leaving Netflix at the end of this year. I think it is. Which is a sign. Who cares? Because if it was available on the American Netflix, I could understand, but it's not on the American Netflix. It's only on the UK Netflix. The problem is that it's also on BBC iPlayer. So who cares? The only advantage of watching it on Netflix over BBC iPlayer is you don't get the BBC logo in the corner, but other than that, that's it. That is literally it. So, yeah. I guess if you didn't have a TV license, then maybe. Sorry, I needed a drink there. What is that coming? How do you clean up? If you could have 3 wishes from a genie, what would they be? What would they be? Number 1, to live the life of my dreams. I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'm not going to tell you what the life of my dreams is, because it's really fucking weird. We'll save that for another day, maybe. Thing is, though, with that one wish, I don't really need the other 2, so I'll free the genie with the second, and you know, the third one he can have for himself. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, but there we go. Yeah, that was a bloody... Just kind of random question though. I will admit, that's a bit of a random one. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. If anyone else has got any questions to ask, yeah, it can literally be anything. Then, by all means, ask them. Otherwise, I'll probably wrap things up because otherwise I'll just be rambling on for quite a while. From this point on. So yeah. Hooray. Actually, here's a question for everyone who's watching. How do you prefer to watch Doctor Who? Do you prefer to watch it on your own, or do you prefer to watch it with friends or family? And if so, do you prefer watching it with them in person, or do you prefer like a tweet along kind of thing? I mean, I'll answer this myself. Me, I prefer to watch anything, no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be Doctor Who, but I prefer watching anything on my own, regardless of what it is, because I just prefer, because for me, like, I just like to be immersed in whatever I'm watching and forget that anything else is happening. Just like I demand absolute silence and just to watch whatever I'm watching. And also I like watching stuff in the best quality possible and everything. So I prefer watching Doctor Who and whatever and that on my own in peace. Yeah. I mean, it's different with some things. But in terms of watching Doctor Who or whatever, I do just prefer watching it on my own. Yeah. Let's see what you think though. Luke Solo says with friends. Yeah, I could see watch it. I can understand more watching it with friends, because with family, I mean, my family couldn't give a shit. Yeah, but with family, okay, I can see that if you're watching it. Yeah, I think with me, I just prefer watching shit on my own. James Sutton says, I like to watch shit with a vindaloo in the bath. What's a vindaloo? I don't know what a vindaloo is. Also, just pointing out, electronics and water don't normally mix. And I know what you're about to say. Oh, my phone is IP68. Yeah, even so, that's water resistance, not waterproof. You know, still wouldn't want to take it in there just in case. You know, it's fine if it's in the rain, but you don't want to submerge it for too long. Just saying. Jameson says a curry. Ah, right. I don't know about curries because I personally don't like curry. I do like tin curry though. Weirdly, I also like curry sauce from the chippy on my chips. It's weird, but only from the chippy. Jameson says, I watch it with my friends or by myself. Yeah. I mean, most people will be watching it by themselves at the moment anyway, so. It adds more of a thrill to think it might fall in the water and break. For me, that's not a thrill. For me, that's a oh shit, I do not want to, break my incredibly expensive device. Because I can't afford to buy another one of these right now. Which is why I baby every electronic device I have, kind of. I mean, I remember when I got my current phone, I went to the Samsung store with bubble wrap and wrapped the box in bubble wrap. I'm not joking, I did actually do that. That's how careful I am. That I wrapped a phone which is already in its box, brand new. You know, the box that is designed to protect. I came and wrapped it in bubble wrap until I got home. I must be the only person who's probably ever done that, but you know what? It still looks brand new to this day. It still looks brand new to this day. The case doesn't. But, yeah. It's done its job. It was a cheap case, but yeah. I do like to look after my things, keep things pristine as I can. And it's not for resale value, it's just because I like things to be in pristine condition as they can be, no matter what it is. Like, you know, Doctor Who figures, anything. I like it to be as in pristine condition as possible, just because, you know, I just like it. I like things, you know, I like something to feel as new as the day that I got it. I just like it to feel as new as the day I got it, because it just kind of brings you that more enjoyment out of it. If you still feel like it's, you know, if it's something still pristine, then it feels like it's still something new. And that may sound utter bollocks, and maybe it is. Do you ever get scared of the monsters in Doctor Who? Not now. When I was the only episodes of Doctor Who I have ever been scared of is actually, I'll tell you the story about it. So way back in 2007, which is 13 years ago, I'd missed Blink because I was on holiday in Spain at the time, but my grandparents recorded it for me, and I got home at about 9 o'clock, and I decided to immediately watch it in my room, and in the dark, because that was a good idea. And I would have only been 8 at the time, and that episode the episode itself, when watching it, didn't scare me, but when I did go to bed, I just kept imagining that weeping angels were behind the bars of my bed, and a similar thing happened with the Vasca Narada the following year. But ever since then, no. And it wasn't watching the episode that got me. It's just like my nightmares made it scarier. But other than those are the two, basically the only two that have ever done that to me. And the main thing is mainly because I was a kid. You know, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the dark. I mean, to be honest, even now, I'm not that keen on it. Personally, I'm not going. You know, if I was plunged into darkness, I'm not going to suddenly shit myself. Well, actually, if the lights could go off, I would go. But you know, I don't like not seeing. Just because it makes me a bit anxious. So I don't like not being able to see things. I like to be able to see my surroundings. Yeah. Luke Solo said, nope, give him something like scary episode. Yeah. I mean, now, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I watched Silence in the Library, and Silence in the Library, and fuck, what's the other name of the other part? I can't remember the name of the other part of that two-parter. But I literally did watch those the other week, and yeah, just like, still a really good story, but you know, it doesn't have that fear factor to it. I think because, you know, when you're watching it, you don't realise how it was going to turn out. And plus, compared to the stuff I've watched, Sing Sing, just like, that's tame as fuck. I think because, you know, if you didn't know, I'm a really big fan of 80s slashers. I really do like an 80s slasher film. I really like the Halloween films, the Nightmare on Elm Streets, some of the Friday the 13th as well. I love all the Chucky films, you know, so I'm a big fan of those. So it's just like, you know, meh. Yeah, but yeah, it's just like not really, nothing really on television. Not television. Well, movies and television now just haven't scared me for years. Forrest of the Dead, thank you, Luke. James Sutton, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island terrified me as a child. Didn't sleep for days. It didn't terrify me as a child. Didn't scare me at all. I bloody loved it as a child, and I still love it to this day. And believe me, I know everything about Zombie Island. I know everything about its development, how it came about. And I really wish Warner Brothers would release it on Blu-ray. They probably won't, but I really wish they would. But yeah, I actually do discuss that with one of my friends very, very often. Like, it gets brought up all the time. And yeah, I did actually say, you know, I did actually make my own sequel to that, actually, because the real sequel to it, real sequel in quotation marks, was so shit I made my own. But I did say, you know, if they were to do anything Zombie Island related again, it would be interesting if they did a live action version but actually allowed it to be a full horror. And if they left me in charge, it bloody would be. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. The fact the monsters were real for once spooked me. But that wasn't the first time monsters were real in Scooby-Doo. The monsters, I mean, if you look back in the 80s, like, the monsters were real all the time in the 80s. In fact, there was a whole series called The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, where the monsters were real. So it wasn't the first time. It was the first time they made a big deal about it, and the monsters, you know, were threatening. But yeah. But Warner Brothers has a rule now that the monsters cannot be real. That's why we haven't had any Scooby-Doo properties at the moment had any real monsters in, because Warner Brothers has a rule saying they can't be real anymore, which is bullshit. I think is just like, why? It crushes creativity. Yeah. And actually, you know what? I'll give you I'll say one more thing about Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island. A really funny fact about it is the woman who plays Simone is the same woman who plays Catwoman in Batman the Animated Series, which I just find really funny. And if you've seen the film, you'll know why. Anyway, who's your favourite character in Scooby-Doo? Probably. Oh no, maybe Shaggy. Maybe Shaggy. Or Scooby. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Scooby, yeah. I mean, to be honest, you can't have Shaggy without Scooby. Also, controversial thing, I do like Scrappy. I do really like Scrappy. I think he has been unjustifiably hated. Yeah. Oh, bugger me. Bugger. But yeah, I do have a massive love for Scooby-Doo. In fact, I remember on World Book Day, back in the day, I actually dressed up, had that Scooby-Doo onesie with a Scooby-Doo head that I would dress up in every World Book Day. They don't I don't think they do dress up. Do they still allow kids to dress up for World Book Day these days? I don't know if they do. I don't know if they do. I remember originally I dressed up as Bob the Builder for World Book Day way back when, but it quickly switched to dressing up as Scooby. I mean, to be honest, there was a lot of leeway. Most people would just basically pick a TV show or movie they liked and then just find the book adaptation to justify it. Because, you know, you're expecting bloody 6, 7 and 8-year-olds to be reading loads of books. It's like, no. Especially not me, I was bloody dyslexic. It's like, Ryan, how do you justify dressing up as Scooby? Here's the Scooby-Doo Annual. It's a book, isn't it? It has comics in. It's like, there you go, justified. Justified. Last time I was there, they did. Same. Yeah. I mean, no, like, to be honest, like, they didn't do what they did World Book Day once when I was in middle school, but you weren't allowed to dress up. The only thing World Book Day-ish is they had like a World Book Day bit where you could buy some books, and that was it, which was pretty shit. To be honest, you know, if they did it now, what would I dress up as? You know, to be honest, something I've always wanted to do, actually, though I don't have the talent to do this, unfortunately, because I'm not an expert in prosthetics makeup. I would actually love to go on a World Book Day as the Crispy Master, as Silky Smooth Jeffrey. Actually, you know what? I'd probably go Peter Pratt. Actually, no. The advantages of going as Jeffrey Beavers is you get to use your own eyes and your own mouth, whereas Peter Pratt's Master, I think, looks creepier than Jeffrey Beaver's version, because it's more skull-like and it looks more rotted. But the problem is much more limited movement and visibility. Yeah. But I would love to go as that, just like something a bit more unique. Technically, I could go. Technically, to be honest, since I'm blonde, the closest mask I could go to without doing anything is as John Sim. Or, if I wanted to, I could claim I was going as a young Derek Jacobi master, if I wanted to. But yeah. Comics load. Okay, no more comics. There we go. There we go. But to be honest, I don't do cosplay. No, I mean, to be honest, I have Fourth Doctor scarves, and you know, the style of clothes I wear is kind of Doctor-ish, kind of, but that's about it. To be honest, I'm not a cosplayer. To be honest, I just wear what I want. To be honest, I mean, the clothes I normally wear, people might think I'm cosplaying, like general people, but believe me, I'm not. That's just what I wear. That's just what I wear. I wear a burgundy Crombie-like coat. I just wear because I've always wanted a burgundy coat. I really like burgundy. I've got a long brown coat that kind of looks like a Count's Doctor one. It's just the clothes I wear. Except I wear a lot of the same shirts that Ramesh Ranganathan wears. So whenever I see him on TV, I accuse him of stealing my shirts. Even though his are clearly much more expensive ones than mine are from bloody Primark. But then again, at the end of the day, who's winning there? I am, because I didn't pay much. But yeah. Let's see. Let's think of something. Let's think of something. Yeah. Oh, bugger. But be honest, these days I get more these days I do get more excited for big finishes than anything else, really. Actually, probably maybe the animations, and the Blu-ray box sets, I could say. And also a rumor that I can very much believe is true is apparently, if you haven't heard, apparently Jodie Whittaker's agent is literally going on and on at her to leave Doctor Who because it is not getting her career anywhere. Like, it is not doing any favours for her career. And yeah, her agent is right. Because it's like, look at the ratings. They're going down with every episode. Because like, it's not doing any favours for your career. Just like, geez, get out now. Ugh. I think Jodie Whittaker is one of those people who just revels in being hated. Or is in self-denial. I don't know which. Chris Chibnall is very much the same, even more so. Like, yeah, everyone thought Moffat was ignorant. Bloody hell. Moffat looks like the bloody gift giver compared to Chris Chibnall, who lives in his own little world. Lives in his own little world where everyone loves and worships him. Still can't find the cassette. Did you send the link? Yes, I did. I can send it again. I mean, if you're willing for it, you could just message me. But let's check that link work. I'm just going to double check that link works. Yeah, it does. Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, actually, you know what? I can, I can just prove it works. Fuck. Still can't find. I just sent the link and it hasn't popped up in there. That's weird. That's weird. Why? I just put the link in there. I did. I've got it right here. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? There we go. Just to prove that link works. There we go. Ta-da. Someone's going to screenshot those tabs, aren't they? And you're very welcome. Have a fucking field day. Because I don't need to delete my search issue because I know no one else is going to want to fucking see it. You can always weird someone out and they'll do exactly what you say. Or leave you alone, or whatever. People are more scared of weird than anything else because they don't know what to think of it. Yeah. Oh dear. Bugger. So, I'm going to say this again, because I said it half an hour ago, but if anyone else has any questions on that, or anything to say in the comments, then say it now, otherwise I will wrap this live stream up, and we'll all be good, hunky-dory, and, yeah. stuff. I don't know. Yeah, it has been I have enjoyed doing it though. I have enjoyed doing it. It's distracted me for an hour and a half, which is good. Because literally, for the most part, I've just sat on my bed all day for the most part. Come on there, let's read it. The Monks of Monksters. Would you like to own the 12-inch gold movie guide Livingston 50? Yes. Oh god, yes, would I love to. It is the one product enterprise radio controlled Dalek I do not have. I would love to own it, and I've had the chance to own it a couple of times. The problem is, I have not, literally, every time I see it on eBay, it's people want bloody £1,000 and upwards. The cheapest I've ever seen is £750. It's just like, I can't justify that. I can't justify that. Like, to be honest, the most I'd probably go is 500, and to be honest, I probably wouldn't go that. 350 would probably be the most reasonably I would go for, but because I just cannot go for it. Unless I will probably never get it. I probably won't. Unless I become a millionaire overnight. I'll probably never ever get it. I would love to have it. I would love to have it. More so, not really more so because of what it is, more so of just like completing the collection. I want it more so to complete the collection. To be honest, I prefer the chrome version rather than the gold chrome version. Just because I think, personally, I think gold, I don't know, it just looks a bit tacky. I prefer chrome. I just think it, like regular chrome, I think it just looks a bit nicer. Although, it's annoying that they never released a 12-inch version of the red chrome movie Dalek. Only a micro-talking version. I would have loved a 12-inch version of that. I probably would have liked that one the most. Also, those ones are, the chrome-plated ones are a bloody nightmare to keep clean. Like, literally, you have to constantly wipe it down with a microfiber cleaning cloth. Because they attract dust like hell, and every single little fingerprint shows up on it. So they're just a nightmare. Just like when I put them in the box, unless I'm doing a video on them, then they're just staying in the box because, oh my god, they're too much of a hassle. They're too much of a hassle to keep clean. Because every single little fingerprint, every little speck of dust shows up immediately. They are the biggest dust magnets and fingerprint magnets that you can get. So, yeah. But that's basically the answers to that question. Hooray. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Oh, God. Yay. So, yeah. So, just to reiterate, on Christmas Day, at sometime just after midnight, I will be doing a live stream of unwrapping my presents. If you miss that live stream, don't worry, because I will be recording it simultaneously with my regular 4K camera. So, which I will put a link for in the description of the live stream so you can watch it at better quality with better audio. So, yeah. That'll be that. Other than that, yeah. This'll probably... I'm going to say probably, I don't know. This will probably be my last video before Christmas, maybe. Unless there's something else shocking or immediate that happens. But, yeah. Other than that, I wish you all a Merry Christmas. And hopefully, we'll all have a much happier and better New Year. Anyway, that's it for this live stream, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.